Hi guys, today is Wednesday and I wanted to talk about working dogs, specifically for myself, a guide dog. I think there's a lot of misconceptions on what a working dog is with the sighted world. So I just wanted to share a couple of things with you guys as I'm going through the process of getting a guide dog. The first thing is that it's very important if you're visually impaired or totally blind, I highly recommend you have to do orientation and mobility first. You have to be able to understand how to call traffic, how to use a white cane, and to get that confidence to be independent, to move around and walk around and do mental mapping on your own. Because a guide dog is not all-in-one. They're not a GPS system. You still control your dog. They are your eyes. They have no idea where you're going. You are telling your dog where to go. The only thing the guide dog is trained in is making sure you walk in a straight line, that you get to the curb so you can listen for the traffic and know when it's safe to cross the street. The guide dog does not tell you when to cross the street. The guide dog doesn't know where to go. It's depending on you. It is a partnership. Your guide dog is only as good as you are as a handler. Another thing I feel that is a misconception about getting a guide dog, um, it is a rigorous application process and learning process to get ADA certified to have a guide dog. Not everyone, if you're visually blind or totally blind, just because you have a visual impairment or blindness doesn't mean you automatically get a guide dog. Not everyone wants a guide dog if they're in that particular situation with having a visual impairment or blindness. Using a white cane, you have a tactile sensation of being able to feel the surface through the cane, being able to hear the different textures. With the guide dog, you don't have that same type of control. With the cane, you're in control. You control how fast, how slow, where you're going, creating landmarks, feeling for the landmarks with your cane. You have more control. So some people that are extremely good at using a white cane, because of having that control and that being able to have landmarks in their mental mapping during a route, the transitions to a guide dog may not always be successful. Because with a guide dog, first of all, the guide dog's trained to go around any obstacles. So any obstacles that you think as landmarks, like for example, I have a brick flower bed. For me, that's a landmark. I know I'm close to my house once I'm walking down my street. But having a guide dog, I'm not going to have the cane to reach out and feel for that brick wall. The dog's going to walk right past it. So having that control and mental mapping with landmarks, it is a transition. You have to kind of release that control and have faith in your partner, your dog, that working together, you both are going to get to the place you want safely. Another thing I want to bring up too, number three, another misconception I believe people have, when you go and get a guide dog, it's not like going to a pet store. It's not like going to the pound. It's not like, oh wow, I'm getting a dog now, I can go home. No. When I went, when I went to the blind school and started my orientation and mobility training, because I feel you have to do that first before you can even consider about getting a dog. Because like I said, you must understand and be comfortable and confident to be able to be mobile and move around on your own and know how to call traffic.